Yeah, well, it doesn't get any better than that. He's had a 3-homer game here. That was the first. He hadn't done that once last year. He didn't do that? Okay. Well, I mean that's. But this way he's heating up. I'll say that, because he had that little stretch where he cooled off like everybody. But you could start to see it. I think it was in the first in the beginning of this homestand. He was just missing some pitches. He got a couple breaking balls. He just skied them. Just missed them. And then. But he's capable of that. We got a few guys that are capable of doing something like that. I mean, it's a rare feat, but realistically, we could do that with some other guys. But he had a huge game. The one out I think that he made, was a productive out in the first inning. He knows he's got a guy in second, no outs. He's got to get him to third. So he's not thinking selfishly. He's thinking, I got to get this guy over here for the team, and he pops that ball to center and gets Batista to third base too. So that's his mentality. But a big day, a good way to finish the homestand. They got off to a slow start.
How worried were you when he smashed that foul off his knee there?
Yeah, I mean, I very rarely see something hit that high up, and when it usually does, it's a lot of times it's not necessarily good. But he hung in there. I told him, I said, listen, it really starts bothering you. Let's get you out of there. Maybe keep from turning into something, worse where you're out a while. But he said he would, but he said he's fine.
John, you guys are now 22-11 with Batista leading off. Why has that worked so well, and do you plan to give Travis another shot in there?
Why it's worked so well? Gosh, I would have thought there were more games played with him in the leadoff spot. Well, who knows? We did it. I think we started that back in May, was it? Beginning of June, end of May, something like that. I don't know. One thing Jose's always done his whole career, he gets on base. We really just took the philosophy. Really, he gets you really your 3 top guys to play in that first inning. A lot of times you run into the guys you're facing. A lot of pitchers have trouble in the first inning finding the rhythm, the groove, whatever you want to call it. And so we've been known to capitalize on that. And it gets your 3 top guys to the plates. Another part of that thinking a little bit. Maybe that one extra time. So why it's worked. I don't know. But he's pretty good up there.
Gibby, after yesterday's game, was there a feeling of confidence in the dugout when you fell behind today?
Yeah, I think there had to have been. Because we didn't have a lot of hits early, but we felt good, and then there's something about that. You can get in those ruts and it goes the other way too. You waiting for something to happen and it doesn't. And now just the opposite. When you're starting to feel really good, good things can happen. So yeah, I think that might have been a little bit.
John, what are you seeing out of Melvin now that you weren't seeing earlier?
Jeff, he's putting on good at bats. I think his timing's better. I thought he was a little off early on. He looked like he was late a lot. But I've said this before. I think a big part of it's just settling in. Coming to a new team, that's never easy. Even veteran players. I mean, you see it all the time. There's a bunch of them out there that get traded, and it does take some time. But he's added a speed element to our team. He's played great defense. He's hit a few home runs, and he's one thing he'll do. I mean, he'll shoot that ball the other way too. He's not strictly a guy that's coming up trying to hook everything, and he's got some big hits for us. So, but he definitely improves our defense. He gets on base. He can make some things happen that we were kind of missing. He adds to like Pilar. Yeah, he's feeling pretty good right now himself.
Give you that double play that Feldman got ended up being a big key in the game. And just before he delivered that pitch, Tulo went out and had a little discussion with him. Can you just talk about the impact of a guy like Tulo, regardless of what he said to him? It seemed to get the trick done. Well,
yeah, I mean, I think Tulo was sitting out there, when Plouffe hit that home run yesterday, and he saw some of the similar things. I think he went in and made a suggestion, and it worked. But, yeah, he's paying attention. I mean, he's sitting out there at shortstop. He's right in line with that catcher and everybody. He sees what the ball's doing, he's watching how the hitters react and his approach. And, yeah, he's into the game. That's for damn sure.